Whoa! Whoosh! Wow! Whoopie woppie. Let's make another roster! One of the games I've always wanted to see back in the day was Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. Because we had, like, Tekken versus Street Fighter, or Street Fighter versus Tekken, and then we had Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, but we never gotten Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. And the closest we're ever gonna get right now is Fortnite, of all things. Since they added Mortal Kombat characters to the game, and now and there's already Street Fighter characters in it, it's probably the closest we're gonna get to a crossover, which is crazy. But I feel like this needs to be a thing. This is a long time coming almost. So I think we should do this. Make a list of like our dream roster, like, well, who would be part of the roster, and we could talk about what type of gameplay and like how it changes and how I think this game should act like. So let's set up and let's get started. Okay, so this is what we're gonna have. So I'm gonna separate characters from Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter to their separate slots, and then it's gonna be Season 1 DLC, Season 2 DLC, and then Season 3 DLC. And we're gonna have a pre-order bonus and TVA. It's probably gonna be characters that like maybe background, or actually no, I'll just say nope. Just do not want. There's a couple characters in here I could just throw in and be like, I do not want this character to ever show up in anything. So the first thing we're gonna probably start out is who's leading the charge, and I'm gonna say Sub-Zero. And the opening trailer for this is going to be Sub-Zero versus Ryu. I think those two have the best pairing overall. I'm talking more Kuo Yang Sub-Zero. There's like more. He's like the good, morally good character, and then you can have. And I think that's probably the trailer, right? Just Ryu versus Sub-Zero. That would sell perfectly. And while we're at it, since we got Sub-Zero in there, you can't have Sub-Zero without Scorpion. So we're going to put Scorpion up here. And who would be a good comparison with Scorpion? I think Akuma. They're both rage monsters, basically. I'm pitching this as going to be a tag game. I think this is going to be like Marvel vs. Capcom, like tag-based. I don't want to be able to play like Street Fighter vs. Tekken. I just don't want the gem system. Get rid of that. We don't want that. This is what I think what we need. We need to do a tag system similar to MK9 mixed with like maybe like MVC Infinite. I would definitely see that be a good one. I don't think cameos. We don't have to bring cameos or assist. Well, assist for like the tag team mechanic, but like not for like insert like cameos from other franchises. We don't need that. I don't think. So we're just gonna keep it as is. So Raptor, I think we add in our tag, because I think these two girls probably would be pretty good at in the game. We throw Katana and Melina. And the best comparison you could throw those two together with would be Chun-Li and Juri. I mean, just the color coordination just fits perfect. Katana and Chun-Li are obviously like the central female characters you would add for this, and then you have Juri and then Melina, just the crazy girls, just toss them in. I mean, I like setting like counterparts for it, kind of like what they did with PlayStation All Stars, where they had like certain counterparts like Kratos with Sweet Tooth and all that, which is kind of goofy. It's like I don't see those two together, but like I think if we have like similarities, I think for fights, for dream fights, rather. That's the perfect execution, I would think. Put in Bison. And obviously, for the person you want Bison to fight, Shao Kahn. I mean, it's warranted. It's like the two most evil characters in the game. The most famous boss battles in fighting game history. Have those two do get it. Be sweet. And since I put Shao Kahn in there, we'll also put Sindel. And since we have Sindel, I think a good comparison for Sindel, even though I don't think Bison has any connections with her, I think Rose would probably fit really well as a counterpart to Sindel, since they're both kind of like like mystical themed. I guess we gotta add some special forces in the games. For special forces, I guess we just throw them both in here. So we're gonna put Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage. We need to put Jax in the game. And Jax. Now, for the obvious thing we do is we put Cammy for Sonya. I think Ken will be really good for Johnny Cage. And then for Jax, I'm gonna go for a interesting pick. I think Dudley would be pretty cool. I think those two are probably good, like comparison. Some say Balrog, I'm like, nah. I like Dudley way more than Balrog. If you're gonna have like a a boxing themed characters, definitely gotta be Dudley. The next one I would add is we need Geef. We need some Zangief in this roster. And I think the best choice for Zangief would be Goro. Imagine those two like kind of like wrestling each other. I think that'd be fun. We need a Thunder God in here, so we're gonna put Raiden in here. Now I was trying to think of like who would be a good choice for Raiden to fight. Like who would be a good Street Fighter counterpart to him? And the only one that made sense to me would be Urien. I think Urien would be really cool. Like at addition to the game. So Urien versus Raiden. Up next we need our Shaolin monks. So we're gonna put in Liu Kang, and then we're gonna find Liu Kang, Kung Lao, the perfect like if you want them to like have a perfect group that will set each other up. Yin and Yang. Perfect. These two are easy. If you're having a tag team, you need those two. But having Liu Kang and Kung Lao together, chef's kiss. Great. I think that is the perfect duo with one another. And let's see, how many on the roster right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're at 26. I'm gonna put in 2 more characters, and then we start going to DLC. And I feel like we need some fan favorites, and we need so we have like good reps from the series right here, but I think we need a Street Fighter V rep. Rashid. We're gonna add Rashid to the game, and if we're gonna add another Mortal Kombat character that compete with Rashid, you have to add the fan favorite. Everyone loves him. Smoke. You could be Cyber Smoke. You could be regular Smoke. It doesn't matter. Smoke needs to be in every Mortal Kombat game because everyone loves him. He's the best character, easily. All right, now we're up to the pre-order bonuses, which I should probably move the pre-order bonus up. Because now we're at 28 characters, and if there's 2 characters that represents the perfect pre-order bonus, Umaga and Gil, that's gonna get people to buy. If you have the 2 most powerful characters in your pre-order bonus, that's gonna get people like, okay, we gotta pre-order this game. We gotta get this game right now. We could save for DLC. But I think like later DLC. But I think this is a pre-order bonus that adds up 30 characters. I think that's gonna be great. So Umaga. I keep thinking of the wrestler and Gil. I think those 2, amazing. All right, now we're down to seasons 1, 2, and 3. And for season 1, I think we need Kano. I think that'd be weird if Kano's not here, so we're gonna have Kano, and then as Kano has 1 eye, we need to get a match get 2 eyes, Sagat. I think those 2 are probably really good counterpart to each other, and I love Sagat too. Sagat's one of my favorites. Also, since like it's the internet, people are gonna yell about Jade, so let's throw in Jade in here, and they're not. I wouldn't say they make sense as like counterpart to one another, but I like to see Viper like in another Street Fighter game. She hasn't been in a Street Fighter game since like 4, and then she was in what was it, MVC 3, and then they haven't used her since. I just find it weird because I thought she was kind of like one of the more popular ones for Street Fighter 4, but I don't know. Guile, and the perfect counterpart for Guile, the perfect choice. It's Striker. People are like, why are you putting Striker in this game? Because why not? Striker's fun. You gotta throw Striker into this roster, so we're just gonna toss him right in here. Alright. For Season 2, I think the next character you need to add is gonna have to be Cyrex. I mean, Cyrex, we need more like robot cast, and I'm talking about male Cyrex, not the female one. And it would be cool if we had the ninja outfit. I really like the ninja outfit that he had in MK9. So we're gonna have him, and I'm trying to, what will be a good counterpart for oh, you know what? I think I got it. Because he's like, since he's like trapped and like they had to rebuild him, and he's almost kind of like went all, you know. You think Cyrex would be kind of edgy a little bit. So I think you need kind of an edge to him, counterpart, and it's gotta be Nash. Or Charlie Nash. I think that would probably be a good like counterpart to him. There you go, Nightwolf. We're gonna add Nightwolf, and then T-Hawk. Add the two Native American characters together. That should be a good fight. And I want an excuse just so I can put Ermac in the roster, because Ermac's like one of my favorite MK characters. And I think the only character, for some reason, because I think we can get rid of Dhalsim. I don't understand the appeal for Dhalsim, why he's in all these games. We should put Necro. I think Necro would be a good choice. Although Necro kind of looks like Quan Chi a little bit, but who cares? I think Necro and Ermac would be really cool. For Season 3, I'm gonna have to pick Tanya. And also with Tanya, I think her counterpart should be Elaine. I think those two will probably be pretty decent. We need to have Baraka. I guess Baraka should be base roster, but and for Baraka, I think we're gonna. We have to put them in Blanca. Put the two beasts at each other. I think that'd be excellent. I guess you could also do a Reptile. So I don't know if you want Reptile instead of Baraka, you could say that. But I think Baraka is more neat. So I'm just gonna toss him in. And the last character for that season should be a fan favorite, Kenshi. And then we bring back Saddam from Alpha, which he hasn't been in a game since Alpha, which I don't understand. But Saddam's cool. I think it'd be a fun choice. So I think that right there is going to be our roster. That's going to be the overall roster, and that should be about 48 characters. And I think that's going to be good. Now, obviously, if the game becomes a reality, then it will probably be about, let's say, like maybe 32, 36, 39. I mean, we're probably never gonna get to that point. And for all we know, they might even cut these seasons to maybe only have 4 characters. And I mean, the base roster even less. But I think for what we had is. We have a good. I think this is good. I think people will be happy for what this is. I mean, there's definitely some characters we left out that we could have. Like Cabal could have been one. Aaron Black, Reptile. Also, I've noticed in this list we didn't have any Street Fighter 6 characters. So there's no Luke. There's no Kimberly. I'm trying to think if there's anyone if I want from Street Fighter 6. I don't want to overthink. I mean, there's probably talks like in the comments below. You could talk about what characters you want for the roster. If you want anyone from Street Fighter 6, I couldn't. Even though it's not on a cool list, I can't really think of anyone I think it has to be like a must-have. Like it needs to be here because I think we're overall picking like the big characters, like the overall like base, like kind of surrounding. If we do need a Street Fighter 6 character, we can add it in there. Maybe I'll make a little edit later, but overall I'm happy with what we got. Now the gameplay, definitely I want 2v2. We could probably do 4 buttons instead of the 6 buttons, so that'd be more Mortal Kombat. I don't think there could be any finishing moves because I don't think they want Scorpion or like Sub-Zero, you know, killing characters or ripping spines out of Ryu or something. I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'd say this would be a T-rated game. It'd be T-rated, so it's gonna be like Injustice, I would say. I would also love to see if it was a cell shade style, because Mortal Kombat always had that realistic look, while Street Fighter just wanted that cell shade. I'd like to see Mortal Kombat characters in Street Fighter style. I think that's been a long time coming for the series, because like the Mortal Kombat always looked cool. Like it's like they get beautiful later on, but like I've always wanted to see in like a more like Japanese art style. So I would say this should probably be more Street Fighter based than Mortal Kombat, just using the character models and all that. But I want to keep it like respectful, because I want Mortal Kombat characters to still kind of feel like Mortal Kombat characters, just now in Street Fighter environment. And there's definitely some modes I would definitely want. You know, have a story mode, arcade mode, challenge towers. You got minigame modes, and test your might and all that. Bring back the crypt. I think they should have their own crypt, alternate costumes. And yeah, I think there'd be a ton. So, but if you have any ideas for what you want for a Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter game, or Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat, whatever you want to call it, just leave the comments in below. Just kind of what do you think would be the perfect roster. And oh, almost forgot. One last character. Nope. Yeah, there's a big nope. We don't want you. No, no, no. We don't want you at all. And we do not want you. So no to those 2 characters. Get them out. No, I don't want to see him again. Get him out. Let's let everyone off. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Katana, Melina, Shao Kahn, Sindel, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Jax, Goro, Raiden, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Smoke, Umaga, Kano, Jade, Striker, Cyrax, Nightwolf, Ermac, Tanya, Baraka, and Kenshi. For Street Fighter, Ryu, Akuma, Chun-Li, Juri, M. Bison, Rose, Cammy, Ken, Dudley, Zangief, Urien, Young Yang, Rashid, Gil, Sagat, Sea Viper, Guile, Charlie Nash, T-Hawk, Necro, Helena, Blanca, Blanca, and Saddam. And the big notes would have to be Devora and Adon. Get him out. Get him out. So Ed Boon, whoever's running Capcom Street Fighter right now, look at this list, get some ideas, start talking. Let's hear it. I wanted it to be a thing. Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. Do it, guys. Do it. Come on. Let's do it.